Hey everybody, welcome back to another day of Fun with POM. Fun with Pam would be better, wouldn't it? Hey, or even better yet, Fun with Spam. I want to thank some of you guys for leaving comments and pointing some things out to me, such as my mistake at printing POM at 240 to 260, which is incorrect. I had been printing so many different filaments that day, I screwed up and got the ASA temperatures instead of the POM temperature. POM should be printed at 210, so I have got it set to 210. I also decided to go with a bed of ABS, and that's what you see on there now, a bed of ABS instead of PLA, because I can keep my bed temperature with the ABS up at 90, because the glass transition temperature of ABS is over 100. So I've also got, if this doesn't work, I've also got an ABS juice slurry going on building here. I'm going to try next, but right now I have got my temperatures at, hope they're coming through, 210 and 90. My internal enclosure temperature is approaching 60, and let's print this and let's see how it works. I think we got a good view there of it. Maybe come down a little bit, huh? There we go. Let's go ahead and print this. So, print from SD card, UV test, POM 1, and print. This is a short print, but I'll speed it up a bit so you guys aren't sitting through the whole thing, and let's see what happens. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and zoom in, but if you look close, you can see where the ABS bed is being pulled off of the glass. You can see that lighter area around it. That's the POM actually pulling the ABS up off the glass as it curls. And my internal enclosure temperature is 68 right now. So yeah, that stuff really wants to curl real badly. Okay, I'm going to stop it here. It has completely pulled the ABS off the bed, and there's no point going further. And as you can see, let me zoom back out. As you can see, it curled considerably in order to rip that ABS off the mirror and hairspray. So I'm gonna try the ABS slurry, and I have a feeling that's going to be the end of me and POM for a while. Here is one thing to note, that even though it pulled the ABS bed off the glass, I can separate the POM from the ABS itself, unlike the PLA, which it completely bonded itself to. Of course, I was printing too hot then, but I'm going to do the slurry next. I don't have a lot of hope. Okay, I've got my ABS juice here. There's ABS juice, ABS glue, and ABS slurry, and they recommend the juice for coating a bed, and they recommend you put it on glass and Kapton tape or just directly on glass. They say it should have the consistency of milk, and that's about what I've got. I got a little chip brush here to apply it that's clean. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, that smells really good. I've never done this before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. but I'm just trying to get a kind of an even coat on everything, and I'm getting way too big than I need to. Oh yeah, smells great. Okay, there is my bed of ABS juice. Let's give it a try. And I'm going to try and run the bed 10 degrees hotter. We'll see if I can keep it running long enough to do that, but I'm going to go with that next. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pulling the slurry loose off of the bed. You can see it right around the edges. Also, the internal temperature of my enclosure is getting high enough that one of my lights that I had hot glued to the top fell down and is hanging by the cord. So, yeah, you know what? This printer really doesn't work that great when temperatures inside and bed temps and all that need to go really high. But we'll keep printing and we'll let it go and we'll see what it does. Okay, I don't think there's any reason to go any further than this. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. It has pulled it completely up out of the ABS slurry, so I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Before any more of my lights fall down too. Let's get it out of there and have a look at it. Actually stuck pretty good, but not quite good enough. You can see it just curls like a potato chip. Okay, one thing to note is when I did the ABS juice before, I did it while the bed was hot, and apparently that is not really the best way to do it. The area that got torn up, that hole in the center, I reapplied it after the bed had a chance to cool down, and you can see it leaves an almost perfectly clear surface. So just to make sure that it wasn't me screwing up, I'm going to do it again. Plus, somebody mentioned that I try printing a cylinder, so I want to try that as well. But going to try this again. I thought about standing it on end, but it is so thin that I would have to modify it. I don't want to do that. So going to try printing it again on flat on the proper ABS slurry or ABS juice, and then going to try the cylinder. Okay, as you can see, there's no real reason to go any further than this. The corners are already pulling up, so I'm going to stop it, let it cool down, put the slurry back on, and try the cylinder. Okay, I have reapplied the slurry to that center area, although it's really hard to tell when it's applied properly, which I now know how to do. And I am going to print the 25 millimeter by 25 millimeter hollow cylinder, and we'll see how something that doesn't lay completely flat prints in this. Maybe it is possible to get something to print. Let's find out. Well, okay, there it is. That seemed to print without coming off the bed. Let's get a look at it. Maybe it's more of what you print with this stuff than how you print. Something large and flat like my previous print just doesn't seem like it's going to work. Oops, sorry about that. Hope that didn't make anybody sick. Let me zoom back out and let's get a look at it. Well, it wasn't completely tight down against the bed, but I have to admit that seemed like that printed okay. I have a small, like 3 millimeter brim on it. That was help. You put much of a bigger brim on it and it curls up, and then parts of the printer hit it as it goes by. I'd call that, I mean, that's not perfect, but I'd call that acceptable. Kudos to the person who told me to try a cylinder, because that seemed to have printed pretty well. So here's a minor amount of success anyway. I'm happy with some success, even though it was mostly a failure. Yeah, it seems like what you print and the orientation you print it in is as important as, or maybe more important than anything else. So at least I did get one successful print, although there are some funky areas at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, some funky areas at the bottom, but now the top part of it printed pretty nice. Anyway, I think I'm going to call that quits here for today, even with that minor amount of success on the cylinder. Okay, so obviously a lot of failure, but a little bit of success at the end, enough to kind of give me hopes that if I ever come up with a real application for this stuff, I can probably find a shape and an orientation to print it in where I get some success. But that's it for now. Thank you for all your suggestions and hints and tips and jokes and all that kind of stuff. And I will be back on July 1st with the beginning of my month-long UV test. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I will catch you the next time. Please hit the like and subscribe and notification buttons. You guys know the drill, and bye for now.